guys? This is Drunk with Friends. It's your girl V.
And this is Willis.
And we're back for episode, what, 7?
8.
Season 4. And we're back with a guest this time, guys. This is my girlfriend from Philly. Mo to the is in the building.
Hey.
Woo! Go ahead, introduce yourself, man.
All right, so I'm your girl Mo to the from Philly, but I'm out here now from the DMV. So I'm new to the Maryland, DC, Virginia area. But used to be on a podcast called The Lesbian and the Straight Girlfriend, but we're not gonna get into that today.
That's not right now.
Not right now, but that's a little. It do, right? It do. And I can't tell you if I'm the lesbian or the straight girlfriend, but you have to find that out if you go listen.
Oh,
okay, so that's intriguing. Yeah. All right, guys. If you're new to our podcast, we have simple rules. We start off with a shot. We end off with a shot. If either one of our phones go off with volume, you have to take a shot. And that's pretty much it. Y'all already know by now that if you have tuned in, we talk about any and everything. Some things you may like, some things you may not like. Either way, we don't care. We're going to discuss it regardless. And yeah, we like to go back and forth. And one thing you will know before this episode is over, that me and Mo always want to probably get into it.
Maybe.
So most of the times. But with that being said, you should already have your shots poured, and we have ours already poured. We you know, we went a little dark today, which is new. You know, we do this like once in a blue. Yep. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Okay.
That's not bad.
That's the way to get started. Oh, y'all need chasers?
Nah, I just want to get that out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Y'all had seemed weak to me right fast. Because I was like, I took the shot and y'all just grabbed cups, so I didn't.
I didn't grab a cup. I just put mine down.
Okay.
Alright, you alright? You done? Anyway, guys, alright, so we're going to start off with some topics. Do you want to start off first or want me to go first?
You got yours queued?
Of course.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so I'm going to play this first. You know, we've been playing more clips and stuff, so we'll get you guys more engaged and know where the topics are exactly coming from. So I'm going to play this first. And I want to hear everyone's opinion. I'm going to probably start off with Willis first, and I'll give our guests an opportunity. All right, y'all ready? Let's go.
We're asking for a friend. We got Melanie on the line. What's going on, love?
I've been dating this guy for about a year now, and I just heard from a mutual friend of ours that he's about to propose soon, right? So here's the issue. My son's father just recently started stepping up, and he's been being more involved in our son's life. So the other day, he said that he wanted us to try to work things out as a family. So now I don't know what to do. Like, I got this good man who loves me, but our relationship is still new. And to be fair, I don't really want different baby daddies or having kids with different fathers. I don't want our son to get hurt. So what should I do?
So why did y'all break up?
He just wasn't mature enough to step up to the plate. I don't want to get hurt again, but I also want my child to have his father in his life.
Holla at us. Should she go back to the old relationship or should she pursue this new situation? Holla at us. 866-HUSTLE-8.
Shout out to the Morning Hustle. So we're going to go around the room. I feel like everybody's face kind of twisted like,
because the way she said it was just like,
yeah.
Get back. Like, you didn't want to go back anyway.
Right.
So,
and I never understood the stigma of the whole, I don't want multiple baby daddies. The ones that got the same...
You don't understand the stigma?
No, because the ones that got the same baby daddy, they ain't doing shit. You the dumb one. At least the other one's trying different niggas. One of them step up. You still keep going back to the same one, ain't shit. Crying about Pampers and shit. So, you know, I never understood that whole buy the same kid shit. I don't know, maybe that's some church shit.
No, I think it's more so people just don't want to seem... It's a stereotype when somebody hears that you got 3 baby daddies. It's like...
That's a smart one.
No, that's not the stereotype that comes with that normally.
I mean,
it's more like, yo, you out here hoeing around having kids with different niggas out here. It's not that, oh, you're doing it just to try love again. No, most of the time it's just like, damn, how many baby daddies you got?
Right.
But the third baby daddy might be the one. You gotta find him.
I mean, you got a point. You got a point.
All right, well, what you think?
I mean, that's one of those things. That's like a toss-up because it's like, you know, she wants something new. It's the reason why they're not together anymore. Like, and I get it that people do grow and change, but I feel like he missed his chance. Like, timing is everything, right? Yeah. So it's like if she's already found, you know, that person that she's willing to pursue further, you know, and if they do end up having kids, then that's, you know, that's what it was planned to be. But I feel like the baby father or ex, I think he missed his time. And I feel like she might miss her blessing by going backwards. Like, granted, I know it's one of those things where they say, you know, sometimes you rather kind of go with the devil you know what I mean? But it's like, do you really want to miss an opportunity that could be better for you and your son? Like, because clearly the baby father had his chance. And you know, he messed up. It's like kind of and it's almost if I put myself, you know, in that predicament, because I feel like that's where I am right now. Like, I want my ex back, but if I find, you know, somebody else, what I'm going to do. But it's one of those things where, you know, if somebody be like, well, if your ex stepped up right now, but then you met somebody that you thought was, you know, your dream person, what would you do? And honestly, I'm going to go with my ex. And why? Because it's the devil, you know. Like, I feel like we've already built that history. Can we progress and do better? Yes. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, do you want to start over? But I feel like for that woman, I feel like she's already gotten to the starting over point. Right. And she's about to be married, she said, right? Or he was proposing?
Yeah, he was going to propose.
Right. So, like, that person obviously sees something in you that your baby father didn't years ago. Right. So, yeah.
Devil's advocate, what about, do you think it's a thing where, okay, she's about to be engaged and now he's like, oh, let me step up.
That's what I was about to hit on.
That's the thing. That's the thing too. You probably was about to hit on, but you're right. Like, what was you going to say there?
I was about to say, it's the fact of, for her, I feel like she should have gotten her feelings in check. And I think that's something we haven't talked about yet. The fact that she is falling for the what they say, the potential of somebody. You know, from the potential of her ex, where she has something already stable. They obviously dated a good amount of time for him to be like, oh, I want to marry this woman. Right. People think about how much it takes for a man to even consider to buy a ring, to propose. They're like, yo, I don't want this single life anymore. I'm all about you. I accept you having a kid by another man. I'm okay with that. I want to build with you. But you wasn't on that same wavelength, I feel like, because you're like, I'm on the high of the wave and he's over here. Because if you was on the same thing, you wouldn't be entertaining what the dad's doing. Right. You wouldn't be thinking about, oh, he's stepping up. I'd be like, okay, he's doing better for the son. But that doesn't mean that I gotta fall for that. It's just to mean that my son's gonna have a better relationship with his father. I can do.
You could be a father without being
you could be a father without being with the mother. So I feel like that's the only thing that I feel like we haven't touched on. And then also, I don't think he knows that. Excuse me, the guy was going to propose, but the fact that it could have been 2-3 years, and she's like, he's seeing her happy. And it's like one of those, let me get my shit together. You know, I'm in a better place in my own life now, which could be a very good point, right? I got a better job. I can provide more. I'm older. My mentality, I'm maturing, and I got to step in my father's and my son's life or daughter's life or whatever. And now she moving on. It's like I want my cake back. You know, now that the oven's ready, I'm ready to put that bitch back in there. You know, like start all over again.
But the fact that she want to go back, don't you think she's falling in love with the idea of just being a family, not just necessarily him, or she's falling in love with who she think he might be?
That's why I said the potential.
Yeah, the potential.
I feel like she's falling in love with the future because she's seeing the change, which everybody does, right? You like seeing people grow.
Change because you got to get married.
Like, for instance,
that happens.
Like, you know, you probably dated that person in college, right? And then you run into them 8 years down the road, like, you know, it may not have worked with us because of that maturity level, of that stage we met in life. And then people down the road meet that same person and be like, yo, you've grown up, you've changed, you've done this, then the third. It could be one of those situations.
You grown up or I give up. There ain't shit else out here. Let's get married.
I feel like some people do that. I feel like a lot of people do that, but that's not a reason to get married. But even to speak on her point about when she was saying she don't really want to have multiple baby fathers. But I think that, like what you're saying, I know that stereotype, and I know several women that actually have gone back to like their no shit baby father just because they want another kid and they don't want to have different dads. But it's just like one of those things where you make bad decisions, you make poor decisions when you're younger. Why would you repeat those bad decisions? I don't know, but I feel like certain women gotta let that go to where everybody always say, you know, they messed up their first time around. Like, you see the whole memes going out, like, his first baby mom is the worst one. Like, you mess up when you're younger. If things happen in life, like, me and my siblings don't have the same mother and father. I don't look at my mom as a whore. She might be, but that's not... No, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But that's what comes with it.
I'm hot.
But that's what... But isn't that what comes with, you know, a woman that has multiple baby fathers? She's a whore. But I don't think that's the case for every woman. You mess up. Like, you think you ending up with the one, you get pregnant, and it is what it is. But I think she needs to truly, like, I think she needs to move on. Like, for one, it's just a proposal. They ain't got married yet.
So I got a backup question for that.
Yeah.
So do you feel like she should be honest to her future fiance about her feelings for her ex?
Do you think she still got feelings for her ex though? Is it the family dynamic she wants, or do she really got feelings?
Honestly, I think it's both. To be completely honest, I think it's one of those things where it's like, yo, I really wanted you, but I had to do better for our child and move on. But now that I see you're doing better for our child, and you want, you want to give him another chance. It's like that guy had to talk. You know how exes are. They talk all that sweet talk, DMs, call. I really want you back. Or I'm going better than this. And I promise you, I'll do better this time. All that talk. And you seeing the actions towards with the talk, it makes you want to be like, you know what, yeah. But my thing is, do you feel like she should be open with her boyfriend now? You're like, you know what, I know we're together, but I'm kind of torn because Joey, he doing all the right shit. And you're not saying you aren't, what I'm saying? But I have a child with this, but I feel like that was unfair to this guy. Like,
it is.
In a way, you're wasting my time.
Yeah, it is unfair, but to bring up I think the conversation only needs to happen. I mean, clearly she's pondering it because she's calling the radio station. But because I feel like, I think she does need to be honest with her current person. Like, I think those conversations kind of need to happen because there can be a second thing to where the guy could be saying that this new guy stepping up. You know how people, you get back with somebody, they change for a week, and then they go back to the. So it could be one of those things. Like
he's just trying to get that guy out the picture.
Exactly, get him out the picture so he could get his family back, and then he back to his normal self.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's in a tough situation, but I feel like she definitely need to move on, and I think she does need to have that discussion with her potential person.
Yeah. But that also lets me know you never got over your baby father.
That part.
Not everybody though. I think I think it depends on the situation. Like, you always got to really them soul ties and connections with the person, especially when you share a child. But I don't have any children. But do I think that I could get over a baby father? Yes. That's just me personally.
Yeah,
if you've done me wrong,
that's what I say. It depends on the situation.
You ain't about to get me twice.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not about to be nobody's boo boo to fool.
I think for me,
we got some boo boo to fool.
Yeah, a lot out there. But I will say this one thing. I do feel like that she shouldn't. Me personally, I feel like she need more time. I don't think she should get married right then because there's clearly some unresolved things she need to get past. And then also, I don't think it's fair to that man to be in the dark, thinking that they're all good and all gravy, and he done bought the ring from J Jewelers or whatever the fuck. K Jewelers. I don't forgot the name of the place. Whatever. He done went out unclean diamonds. He done got his shit.
Went to Jared. That's the other one. I went to Jared. Now we name dropping, but they're not paying for this, so.
Right. But if you do, want to be the ad sponsor.
I'm looking at Costco. Costco got some shit. As long as it's real, you get it.
Yeah, true. Big facts. But I'm just saying, I don't feel like it's fair to this guy who thinks, thinking that just like how people get cheated on, right? They thinking that they in a perfect relationship and they think everything's going well until you get that piece of information or saying that, hey, it's not as good as you thought it was because this person's out dipping out on you. So I feel sorry for the boyfriend right now, and I don't know if he ever listened to this radio. Like, yo, that sounds like Cheryl on the phone on the. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine?
Yo, I just proposed to my girl too.
No. I just picked up a ring. Oh, this sounds just like Cheryl. Like, can you imagine finding out via radio that you are an option?
I think that happens a lot.
Like, bruh, that's wild. Especially if this made it onto, a major platform like this. I know that's interesting. But anyway, yeah, so I agree with y'all. I feel like that she should definitely give her boyfriend the heads up and move on from the ex because, I mean, you had your chance. And I'm not saying people don't get second chances, but it's too late now.
I mean, she don't necessarily got to move on. She can't fully move on because she has the child with them. But she's gonna have to make a decision and also clear those set those boundaries and clear those lines of communication. Because if she even has this conversation, with her current boyfriend, that could be something where he feels uncomfortable every time the baby father comes around. Like that causes, turmoil and, conflict. So
yeah, it depends on the maturity level of that.
Yeah.
You tell me, I'm like, well, then go with that nigga then.
Right. I'm gonna make the choice.
Go back to your baby father.
Right. I might make the choice for you. So
go ahead and slide me that ring back.
Yeah, her having that conversation is.
Well, he didn't propose yet.
So. He didn't, but
I would go back there.
Well, I feel like she probably should say no. If he's going to propose, she probably can say yes, but they should not get married right away.
Let's be realistic. How many men actually propose, and if the women say no, they're going to stay around?
Well, she can say yes, but she gonna have to get through that counseling.
Let my wife has said no. I'm taking that money. I'm going to hedonism, and I'm acting fuck fool.
You going to where?
Hedonism.
What is that?
Where we all can have sex.
Oh wow.
Am I right, Willis?
You're right. It's
See?
an island.
It's an
Jamaica.
island, yes.
Oh, you part
Wait,
Jamaican.
yes.
Uh-huh.
I think, did they shut that down now?
One. They still got two.
Okay, so right, that's just where
Why
you
do
go.
you know this information?
Man. Willis, we'll talk about that when the show
You know what I'm saying?
What in the world? Well, okay.
But
You
all right.
said I would have gone there hedonism.
Man, I would spend that money on so much other shit.
But that's what he's saying. He's saying he wouldn't have wasted that money.
That's why I brought up the point. I don't think that if they have that conversation, or if she say no, or hold on and move
Right.
it, I don't think he's gonna stay. That very small percentage of men would stay,
yeah.
and realize that.
The relationship's over if you say no.
Okay,
Do it
not
gotta be over?
Not everybody. That's why I said
that's
a small percentage.
Yeah, I
would
don't think it
probably
gotta
stay.
be
You
over.
better give me a good ass fucking excuse. Like,
I don't think I would
Excuse-
say.
I got some warrants out and I want it all.
I don't think it would have to be a no,
my credit fucked.
But
Like,
it definitely can prolong the actual marriage, though.
The actual
Like you don't
wedding.
gotta say no. Yeah, the actual wedding. Like you ain't gotta say no, but it may prolong when we get married.
I mean, yeah, the engagement period can
Yeah,
last
big
for what, a
last-
year or 2, 3.
It was not supposed to last more than a year, but
I didn't
like
know that.
yeah, the standard is it shouldn't
Well,
go
with COVID,
beyond.
that changed.
True, but they say it's not supposed to go beyond a year. Like if you engage for like 5 years, that's a
look, I got a
problem.
question. Who is they? Because they need to be participating paying for this wedding.
Like,
I'm-
wedding's expensive.
No, that's true. But you know, some people get married without the ceremony, and they had a ceremony
Yeah.
later. So,
Oh, yeah, sure.
so
Yeah,
that's
I hate that. I hate that. All right.
I got a subject.
All right.
So, I know V did. Did you grow up in the church?
yes.
Okay, I did too. More on the Catholic side.
Yeah,
of
grew
it.
up in a church, Christian.
Okay.
He
So,
was one of the Catholic boys.
Oh,
first of all,
don't say it like that.
it was like that, though. It
was like that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I ain't want to stereotype. Damn.
Yo,
right.
that shit was so funny. She was like, "Don't say it like that." Like,
Because that's the first thing you think of when you say
That's
Catholic
true.
boy. It's like, but damn.
But,
oh god.
Sorry,
Back to
Willis.
this.
All right.
so, a place called Grace Point Southern Baptist Church recently was exposed by one of their members who said the congregation uses an app called Covenant Eyes. So they have their congregation install an app. It's kind of like a Bible app or whatever.
Okay.
But the app actually is an anti-porn spyware app. So it tracks you. So it's used to spy on church members' web traffic and send the information to a designated user, like the pastor or whatever. The former member said they received emails about the internet from Grace Point, which sent detailed information about the internet traffic, such as porn, any gay or things you look up. And he would use that information to entice the members or shame the members. So they calling it shameware.
Oh wow.
So the church just got exposed for this.
Was he using this like in his sermons and stuff? Like,
Yes.
Oh.
I can tell that from when he said it.
I mean, I
think
figured-
the
yeah.
Oh, y'all
figured-
watching that porn?
Right.
We're like, why is he so focused
So
on
wait,
it?
as
You
a-
know what I did yesterday?
So let me get this straight. As a part of being a member, you must sign up for this.
So the app is enticed as in, oh, this is our church app. You can
Oh,
see sermons,
you know,
sign up
big
for
churches, they be
classes,
having
calendars,
Yeah.
potlucks.
Yeah.
But the actual pastor was using it to spy on what his church members were doing, their internet history.
I didn't even know that
So-
you could do something like that.
Oh well, you can do anything. It's IT.
Yeah.
But the back part of it is like, bro, you're the actual person that's doing the crime. You're spying on me
Yeah.
without my consent.
So I got
Well-
one of the members who was actually working for the pastor exposed it.
oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there was no consent prior. Like, you know,
No.
sometimes you sign up for a thing and they say, accept all cookies and accept all this.
I'm sure it
Yeah.
was one of those freaking
Things
Apple
that pop-
things like scroll
Scroll
through.
through.
accept.
Probably.
Yeah.
And no one read the fine print.
No.
I mean, who reads the fine print? when
I
you
do
download
not.
that? I'm about to say.
I don't read the fine print on anything.
Me neither.
Nothing.
Have you? We probably owe Apple our first born. We don't know.
I'm almost certain I do. Just being honest. I know I do. I've accepted so much shit. Every update. I don't care. Give it to me.
Nobody reading that shit.
Give it all to me. I need it for my phone? Yes. You can have it.
Right. Install. I
Right.
don't give a shit.
So my thing is, who was the person who created this app? That's the one I would put
It
up.
doesn't say who.
The deacon. No, I'm just saying it. I'm kidding.
Don't you not?
But yeah, what was the purpose of this is what I want
Well, we know the purpose. The purpose was for
Yeah.
the
To
pastor
shame
to
the-
be.
Yeah,
But you know, all right. So have you ever been to church and you be like, yo, I feel like the pastor's talking about me,
yes.
right? You've been like,
Yes.
like
Yes.
it's like one of those things. Maybe it started off.
They've been doing this. So no.
No. So I do believe in prophecies and people can read certain situations,
Yeah,
but I
okay.
see what you're getting
But you see
at.
what I'm saying? Maybe it started off innocent. Like maybe he was a fake prophet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was gathering intel like, all right, Mr. and Mrs. Brown, they're having marriage issues, or little Johnny's having bad grades, or just collecting information like he a fucking FBI agent. Like maybe he was just eavesdropping in for his sermon. Then he realized, all right, well, Mr. Brown, he over here looking at big booties and one whatever. He's like, wait a minute. This is deeper than rap. Like, maybe, and that's when he started going down a rabbit hole with all these other people, trying to see what their skeletons were, so he could shame them into going into the right way of. Well, this is a Baptist church, right? So the right way of
Southern Baptist church.
Southern.
And that's even crazier because most Southern Baptist churches are not with the times.
That's true.
They
but
got them wooden.
They ain't slow as we think they are. They say down south slower, but clearly not.
What if that pastor was on some like I'm a prophet, like you said, type shit, and just walks up to you? I know what you did. I know what you're searching. Leave them midgets alone. Like,
or
I know it, you just like.
Did you say midgets alone?
That's what he said.
He might be in the midgets.
Listen, it
big
could
booty
be.
midgets.
Or is he using it to profit for his church? Like one of them things where like a blackmail?
Yeah.
Could that be a thing?
Oh yeah.
Where like I know you looking up them white hoes. Put some money in the basket. If you don't want me to bring this up, because you figure. But my
God
thing
told
is,
me what you were looking at last night.
right?
Tap a little bit more.
But my question is, what is the pastor doing? Because
yeah, they ain't
already
going to
know.
why the pastor did it yet. So.
Because what if he gets like a general
Would you leave the
high?
church?
Leave the church? I would sue.
Ooh.
I was suing that kind of time.
see, but there goes that. Did you read the fine print
I'm
though?
not suing Jesus.
Yeah, if you sign away on
If you sign that app install and we read your cachet,
That's one of those things where you get a lawyer, and they're the one who's supposed to read the fine print and be able to prove the fact that this particular access was not agreed upon.
But I would leave that church.
I would leave.
I would because I just
say.
Yeah, I would
I
definitely.
want to be able to turn
because
my,
that's an invasion of privacy.
Look, turn to your neighbor. Nope. My neighbor probably know my browser history.
I mean, that's true. Is porn a sin though?
No.
I didn't think it was a sin.
I don't think it's a sin. I think it's just like the core of it is what makes you kind of like sinful.
Is it the lust part?
The lust part of it.
It's probably the lust.
It's the lust part of it.
But still, damn, pastor, like, come on.
Can I live my life
Right.
in my closet?
Right.
Like, at least if I'm practicing celibacy, at least get watch porn.
Right.
You want me to cheat or watch porn? Pick one.
Right.
Pick one, my
I
nigga.
just said, right. I want to become the one with the devil I know.
Right.
And if porn is the devil, then so be it.
I'm not hurting nobody with this porn.
But that's kind of wild, though.
Yeah.
But my thing is this a Black Baptist church or a White Baptist church? I know it doesn't.
It says if you
Grace Point Southern Baptist Church. So.
I assume
Google
black.
it.
I'm gonna assume
Google it.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume black.
No, but
That's what race it is.
No.
Black.
No, it's not. I want it to be white.
You want to be white? I know it's gonna be black.
No, it's white. It's white.
It's white.
I was looking up, but still.
Is it too IT tech for?
Nah.
Because
it's not IT tech. Well, what's that commercial for the tech?
ITT tech.
Now, what's the one where Romeo was on?
Oh, the school got shut down. Wasn't it called ITT Tech or
Was
something?
it ITT tech?
I thought so.
That commercial was so funny. He was like, or the black guy, have you enrolled yet?
What you doing on the cross right there?
Right, I think that was ITT tech.
It was so.
They had the ones that was tapping into you.
And then when you thought the commercial was over, he like,
Right.
he come back around. You do it yet? I'm like, damn, nigga.
That's one of them things. There's a lot of Grace Point ministry. There's a lot of Grace Point.
It's a lot of them.
Of course it is.
I'm gonna say it's black. It's black in my mind.
That is black in your mind.
Cause I
Like there's one in Ohio. There's one in Cincinnati.
Oh, it is. So
There's
what
one
city
over-
was?
It just
say
says
which
black.
one.
Now, did they say if the congregation had anything to say about that?
No.
No. I'm sure that congregation was like, yo, I need my tithes back. I need my offering back.
I don't know. Or some people
Like, I
felt
know you
shamed.
do.
No, or some people felt shamed and then want to step up and say like,
That's
shit.
your fault for looking at my porn history.
That's how I feel.
That part. All right, y'all. I'm about to play a scenario.
Okay.
It's about a minute or so. So I want y'all to listen to everything. And I already know how y'all going to react. It's because it's really, really funny.
All right.
But let me get to the video. Give me 1 second because I
I'll take
shared
a
it.
shot in the meantime.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. All right, y'all.
Alright, so I'm a little tired tonight, but I promised y'all a new story, so let's do it before bed. Okay, so I've been texting a guy on the Hinge app for 2 weeks straight, and he was consistent. I live in New Jersey, and he lived in New York. I felt comfortable enough to give him my phone number, but he kept texting me on the app. I thought maybe he didn't see, so I sent it again. He saw. He didn't use it. I thought maybe he didn't see, so I sent it again, but again, he kept using the app. So I asked him, why do you keep texting me on Hinge if I give you my phone number? He replied, I don't give my number out to anyone. I laughed and said, okay, fair enough. He then responded a week later by texting my number. I decided to call him because I never heard his voice yet after texting for 3 weeks. Then I heard, the Text Plus subscriber cannot receive calls at this time. I was pissed. I asked him, why would you text me from a Text Plus number? He said, you were impatient about having my number and I was waiting to pay my phone bill. I thought, okay, I can't kick a man while he's down, right? So he proceeded to texting. He asked me out and he offered to come to Jersey. He said he would meet me at my house and we can go from there. The night of, he texted me and he said he was outside. First impression, he was not 5'8" like his bio. I'm 5'2", and we were eye to eye. No, you weren't eye to eye. Let's keep reading. First impression, he was not 5'8" like his bio. I'm 5'2", and we were eye to eye. He was just standing there with no car, and I thought maybe he parked because I did live on a busy street. Maybe he parked and walked and just stood outside. Maybe he parked and he's just standing outside. He then asked me to drive since he wasn't familiar with New Jersey, so I did. So the bill comes around, he pretended not to see it. I asked, are you ready to go and are you going to pay? He said, oh, I thought you were paying since I came out to Jersey. Oh man, you guys, bro. I asked, are you ready to go and are you going to pay? He said, oh, I thought you were paying since I came out to Jersey. I laughed because we never made that arrangement, but I paid anyways. He asked to go to a bar because he wasn't ready to go. I took him to a bar. Why did you take him to a bar after this fake arrangement he just made up? Why did you still take him to a bar? When you drove, drop his ass back on the street where you picked him up. This is how it happens. You guys all do this. You all are doing this. Ample opportunity to end these dates and you don't. Let's keep reading. So I took him to a bar and we had a few rounds. He proceeded to still drink, but I didn't because I had to drive us home. When the bill came around, he then says, I got the next time when you come to New York. There's no next time. He knows there's no next time. Oh yeah, I got you next time. I told him no, I wasn't paying. Why would he have nine drinks and nine drinks and expect me to pay? He said, because we're still in New Jersey, remember? What? You had 9 drinks because you're in Jersey? I don't understand. What? He then says he only had $20 and he didn't get paid yet. Here we go. So I paid $145 and drove his short ass back to my house. I was over him at this point. I went to say my goodbyes at my door and he asked to use the bathroom. Let him pee outside. No, I really hope you didn't let him inside because... Let's keep reading. I went to say my goodbyes at my door and he asked to use the bathroom. I should have told him to use the gas station, but I told him yes. After, he sat on my sofa and pretended to be sleepy. Oh, this guy's a finesser. Oh my God. This guy's a master finesser. What? He pretended to be sleepy. I was trying to wake him up and give him water so he'd be able to drive home. Drive what? You know he has no car. Don't do this now. You know he didn't drive. Stop it. He said he was too drunk to take the bus? Oh. He said he was too drunk to take the bus back and wasn't able to leave if he didn't feel safe. Get this nigga out your house. I said, okay, he could sleep on the sofa because I didn't want him in my bed. Somehow, this man crept into my bed in the middle of the night. I tried to kick him out, but he was literally dead weight and I wasn't sure if he was sleepwalking. So I literally just laid there on my phone trying to wait till he got up. He ends up waking up around 4 a.m. apologizing constantly. I said it's fine and asked if he's ready to go. He said, no, I don't think you understand. I peed in your bed? No. He said, I don't think you understand. I peed in your bed. I said, what the fuck did you just say? I said, what the fuck did you just say? He started crying and said, I've had this problem for a while, but I thought it went away. I cursed him out and told him to take his pissy ass in the sheets and pushed him out. I don't care how he got home. Okay, so you let a 5'2" nigga bust to your house, make you take him out for food and 9 drinks on your tab and then piss in your bed? All right, I'm going to bed. Keep sending your dates. Yeah, I'm going to bed. All right.
Wow.
It's tough out here with women.
It is.
It's tough. It's tough.
Bro.
And I thought I'd been in some bad shit, but that's bad.
That's bad.
Yo, I promise you, Alicia, she said this to me when she was here.
Okay.
And she was like, no, you gotta hear this scenario. I was listening, I was like, damn, I was blown at the 5'2" part. Like, at the very fucking beginning.
5'8", but we see it eye to eye.
Not you 5'8", but we see eye to eye. Okay.
That's the part that got me. I was mad about that, right? But then the fact, when I found out you didn't pay, For the first thing, he was like, yeah, we're in New Jersey still, remember?
The fuck does that?
That mean? I thought you were paying since I came out here. You came out here on the bus, which you didn't know at that point, but still. So I brought this all up because obviously this is a bad blind date or bad date situation.
Right.
So I wanted to let that set the tone. Have you ever been in a situation, whatever you clearly have, because you just said, have you ever been in a bad date situation where you couldn't get out of? Or if you did, what was your clean escape? Y'all look so sticky.
Cause I done had some bad.
I had some bad ones too.
I had some bad ones, but that I like to that extreme that I couldn't get. No, I can always get myself out of some shit. Like I got friends that I could call. I even will fake call myself. I can get myself.
Not fake call myself.
Because something like I can get myself out of some shit, but I don't think I'm trying to think. I think the worst thing mine was very simple. Like it was close up until the dinner part. Like I remember I was met a guy and I already knew that we wasn't going to work out because just the communication. Like we used to text at first.
Right.
And I knew, like I met him out, out hanging out back in the day. And we used to text, but I never could read his text. Like when I say read as in
like it can't comprehend.
Right. Like what are you saying? Like I would be texting and I used to, and at the time I had a roommate, so I used to use let my roommate yo, read this.
Right.
What this say?
Right.
And then be like, yo, he really don't have good communication skills.
Right. So
just from that alone, I knew that, my education level and communication skills was way above his. So that already let me know this shit not about to work.
Right. Hood
hood nigga for real. But he had been locked up already probably like 10, 12 years, he had told me. Like he probably had got locked up, let's say at 18. But then when you get in jail, you get more time. So that like 5 turning to 6. So however long he had been locked up, it just kept building on from other shit.
Gotcha.
So I understood that okay, you've been locked up, your little education, but some niggas can get locked up, come out, be smart.
Yeah.
So but
as lawyers.
Exactly. But he had got locked up, I guess, prior to even learning how to read like that. So all his shit was off. So so many times I used to say, yo, I don't think this gonna work. We're not compatible. That's what I used to say. So he kept, hinting at him. All right, we can go on a date. Like, we're gonna go out. I'm gonna let you take me out. And that way, so you can see how this shit not gonna work.
Right.
So we go out. First of all, I had to pick him up. That was number 1 in North Philly. Okay, I'll pick you up. Like, I don't mind driving.
Number 2.
No, you know what? No, that's number 2. You right. That is number 2.
What, going to North Philly?
No, the number 2 is picking him up. He couldn't read was number 1.
No, just 3.
He would say North Philly. Chill out, all right. Chill out for that.
You got point. You got point.
No, chill out for that.
But I had to pick him up. Now, granted, I don't have a problem with picking people up because I got a smart ass mouth. I don't want to be put out of a car. So I'm always okay with either driving or meeting you there, right?
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I'll pick you up. So we go out to eat. I picked something low key. Back in the day, I think Champs was open. Like, so it might have been a spot like Champs, little sports bro. Something, that was, not too expensive, but,
get burger fries or whatever.
Exactly. So, because I'm like, I don't want to step into his pockets,
Right.
Yeah. So, we order something, I get something. So, my thing is, I always have a date etiquette. Like, you figure out what the person going to order, what price level they at. Right, because I'm assuming he going to pay. Right. So, we get probably like burger. It's a date etiquette thing.
Yeah. I heard women be like, they'll match what I drink. Like they won't over drink what I drink. Like if I get a drink, they'll get a drink, but they're not about to sit here and order 5 drinks and I got one.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing. Yeah, that's so you match the etiquette.
So if you getting fucking a burger and fries, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give me some chicken tenders and
fries. But they got like a remedial taste buds. I'll be eating chicken nuggets.
But then I would say what they want because I'm thinking they paying. But
exactly. True. But like if he order a drink, I'm gonna order a drink. If he don't order one, I might not order one.
Yeah.
Like I kind of match it. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, he get this. I'll get that within the budget. So we order, we talking, the bill comes. He like
that was responsible.
It was.
No, that's good.
But luckily it was responsible because why? He couldn't pay.
So he has to take you up.
Now listen, right? Now I took it as either it was a test or he really was on some shit. Like I don't know. He had just been locked up, whatever the case may be. So me being me, I come out with money all the time. So I'm like, all right, no problem. I'm gonna pay, but there won't be a next time. Right. Like that's it. Like it won't be. I guess he thought was to see what kind of chick I was and see if maybe I was gonna be like, oh nigga, you asked me out. No, not a problem. We're not about to do dishes tonight. I'm gonna pay. Fine. So I pay, and after that was me letting let him know we ain't on the same type of time. Like, however, fast forward, I end up fucking with the nigga in the long run. And it kind of went downhill from there. I did get out of that date situation But I ended up dating him. Down the line, he got kicked out of his crib. I ended up letting him move in. We was fucking with each other.
So he was a hobosexual.
What that mean?
Hobosexual.
As in he homeless?
Yeah, he had sex in multiple places to live.
No, he had a place. When I was first dating him, I picked him up from where he lived at. But it was, to not make a long story.
Where he lived at.
No, he did. But some old flim flam happened and he had to leave his place. And he had, and the first red flag should have been, if nobody gonna let you live with them, if it's your mama, your cousin, your aunt, if everybody tell you no, I need to say no too. So it was like, but
a life lesson.
Yeah, I got out of that situation the first time because I literally did not allow the second date. But then a couple years went by and we ended up like talking and then things. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But one thing I would take out of that, to all women, I feel like you should always come with your own money.
For sure.
Like I've said it plenty of times on this podcast. I was raised to a point when you go out on dates, you need to make sure you have enough money for food. And at that time, it was a taxi, a cab,
or something.
Because if just in case the date don't go well and that nigga want to leave you stranded, you can come back home. That was what I was always taught. And then at the time they had phone booths. 50
cents for the phone.
Yeah.
We had beepers.
Yeah. I never had a beeper.
I had a beeper.
I never had a beeper. But I'm just saying that back in the day, you know, so that was like what, 07, 08, whatever. I was always taught to have enough money for yourself, just in case you don't want to pay for your food.
True.
And then have money for a cab and money to call just in case something else goes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 100% with you. Like, yeah, I will match what a guy gets, but I'm reading the room. If you take me to a tavern, all right, we eat burgers and fries, wings and fries, you know. Right. But if you taking me to fucking to the Seasons, nigga, I'm getting me a ribeye.
Exactly.
You say I'm give me salmon over some fucking risotto, or you know, I want a spring salad with balsamic vinaigrette.
You use all your tasty buds, huh?
Yeah, I know. Because that's the environment.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
I'm not that chick you gonna take to the Seasons, 52 Seasons, whatever the fuck.
Right.
And I'm ordering chicken tenders.
No, I'm not getting a Caesar salad. No.
Yeah, no. Maybe
for starter. For starts.
I know you put chicken on it.
And I'm still starting with that. I'm still leading with that. Okay.
Put shrimp on it.
And I want a glass of wine.
Exactly. But for sis right there though, I would have left at the bar. Like when he ordered those drinks and said I wasn't paying, I would have left at the bar, and I wouldn't have taken him with me.
No,
I would have left him at that bar.
I would have left him after the dinner. Me personally.
But no, when she said they wanted to go to the bar, I wouldn't have left.
They. He wanted to go to the bar, and she was like, "All right."
I would have left him at the bar.
Like,
with that drink tag.
With that bar, I'll meet you over there.
Yeah. I would be like,
my car.
I would just be like, that's his tag.
9 drinks. That shit was $145.
I would have left. I wouldn't have paid that. I wouldn't have paid that. Nobody wouldn't have had to call me. I would have walked out the bar and said, yeah, I'm going home. This date is over. And
that shit was crazy. And then this nigga
you wouldn't have made it back. No. You would have not made it back.
To your house. The guy was like, why didn't you take him to the bus stop? Why you gotta come back to my house?
The guy was like, I don't think she knew about the bus stop until
she never put that him not driving their connection together.
Yeah, she didn't put that together.
But he should have. No, I don't have no bathroom. I don't have none of that. I would have left him at the bar. But hold on, Willis, have you ever? Well, I guess as a guy, you know any of your guy friends that ever did some wild shit like this?
Is this breaking guy code?
It might be.
Yeah. I mean, they never did anything trifling to that point.
Okay.
They'll date within the friend group or try to get sisters. They'll do shit like that.
I mean, that's just grimy shit. But
what's the worst shit I guess maybe a female has tried on you?
On me?
Yeah, as far as dating wise.
See,
I think
Willis be paying for shit. Willis be paying for shit. He'll chalk it because he's like, in the day, I don't gotta see you no more.
But niggas be
facts. I'll chalk it to the game and not talk to you ever again.
See, but y'all do that. Y'all pay. Yeah, y'all do
that's
that.
How he is.
But I've had like one time I didn't like it. I had that. You remember that story we did a while back?
That's what I was about to say, but I was gonna let you get there first.
Let me hear this.
Okay, so which one you talking about?
I was talking about like a friend coming along with the person that you.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Wait, a friend came on a date with?
So say like if I was taking you on a date.
Yes.
And all of a sudden he was like, oh yeah, my friend V was in town, so she's coming with us on this date, and you want me to pay for you and her. Now I'm gonna do it.
That's what I'm saying. He's the one that would do it.
I would do it, but I'm never calling you guys.
Niggas back home be like, the fuck is...
Right, but a nigga back home gonna bring another single friend. Now a nigga
No, I didn't know she was coming. She came with her friend.
Oh, already. Oh,
yeah.
So she kind of just
I met
pulled
her
up with the
there.
friend.
Exactly. Now me, I'm an overthinker. I'm like, okay, this is a first date. Maybe she doesn't feel comfortable around me. So
Okay,
that's where I went.
That's a nice thought though. That is a nice.
Yeah.
But I feel like women these days will be like, sis, we gonna let you know where we going, and you just sit at the bar.
Facts.
Now I'm gonna bring her on the date.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never think it could have been a threesome? It wasn't given that. It wasn't given that. Okay, I'm just thinking. Nah. Because at the end of the day, I'd be like, well, I
got stories for that too. But.
Oh shit! Because I feel like if I didn't pay for both of y'all coming back.
So what we doing after this?
Exactly. Because y'all both here at this point, but it wasn't given.
Definitely there.
It wasn't given that.
Yeah, it wasn't given that.
That's
so
exactly what I was
that's the
thinking
most
too.
like trifling. But I had other like crazy situations. Like I think I took I even told her in this podcast. Like I took a girl out. We went to her, somewhere to eat. We went back to her house and we were fooling around or whatever. And all of a sudden she just straight snuffed me, like hit me.
Oh, she's kinky.
How'd you know that?
I don't know.
My natural reaction. I hemmed her up in the door. I didn't hit her. I hemmed her up like on the wall. I was like, boom! What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, hit me. I was like, hold the fuck.
I'll be watching the right porn. I already knew when she said that she snuffed you. That meant she's on. This is a wrestling match. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I guess because I'm a big guy too. So she was just like, I like her rough.
I
didn't think you knew that.
I knew. I don't know how I know, but I knew. Sis wanted war in all of this.
Facts, but I completed the mission, but I ain't never called back.
You ain't called at that. You ain't.
Yo,
like that.
She was crazy.
So you felt like you didn't like that aggressiveness. Like you thought that was a bit much.
Yeah.
I think for him to be surprised
on the first date.
Oh, this was the first
date.
Oh.
But I feel like I think you probably would have been with it if you knew about it before she snuffed you.
Yeah.
I mean, when someone just randomly hit you, you like, bitch. You about to make me go to jail.
Okay, she wanted that natural reaction, meaning like,
she
what the
did.
fuck?
She did, and she got what she wanted. But I guess with that S&M shit, you definitely got to talk about that. Like, I don't think you can just kind of
just bring that up on somebody.
Yeah, you can't really S&M somebody the first night.
Sexual interest different from vary from person to person.
That's correct.
So that's one of those things I feel like not off break when you know you're getting to know somebody, but that's something that need to be discussed down the line before y'all decide to be like, like first date, because you never know what happens on the first date. We all know. But I feel like that's something, not saying all the conversations got to be about sex, but that's something that had to be down there. Like, hey, SDM, have you ever had a partner? Or have you ever had a threesome? So you could fill out their, I should say, their nasty level or whatever.
Sure. But I got a question. Sorry to cut you off. Do you think if she had said, yo, can I hit you right now? How would that have kind of...
I would thought it was either weird either way.
If she would have had?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. Even if she did say, hey, I'm into the BDSM thing, he probably still would have thought, oh, like she like chains, she like whips.
But I met her through a friend,
I don't think he would have thought.
But see, the friend not going to know.
Yeah, the friend didn't tell me. Like,
the friend might not know though, because that's in the bedroom stuff. You gotta figure people don't always discuss how they, Damn, so you never called her back?
Well, I talked to her and her friend like later on, but then it's like the whole they were Jehovah's Witness and
Jehovah's Witness.
Bro.
Now when I'm thinking Christians is nasty, these Jehovah's Witnesses, wow.
No wonder they knocking on doors. They trying to get some wood.
I want y'all to get a Jehovah's Witness. Hey, if you a Jehovah's Witness and you listen to this podcast, could you hit up Drunk with Friends so you can talk about because I wasn't expecting that.
But you know what's crazy? She probably like that because she is Jehovah's Witness. I know that's not bad. Being so secluded in a religion that may be well known, but not a lot of people are really into it. It's like, yo, I'm just trying to get out, and the only way I can get out is through my sexuality.
Right, yeah.
She was like, yeah.
Because I wouldn't have hit no nigga your size for real. Seriously. Me personally. You don't know what could come out of that.
No bullshit. Sheesh. I mean, yeah.
That's one of my crazy
That is a wild one.
I got a couple more, but...
Okay. But you completed the mission and you got... But, okay. Well, at least you didn't get no charges pressed against you.
No.
I like
and she, cashed out on dinner. I was just like, yo, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think for me, the only crazy, I haven't had nobody do nothing like leave me anywhere or I had to pay for somebody's bill or nothing. I think the only thing that was crazy is like the catfish of the dating sites and shit. Like I went and this
what's
one.
the worst catfish?
It was this one light skinned guy. Oh my god, he was not.
You said he was 5'8", but he was out of
I think it was the looks.
It was the look.
See?
It was most definitely.
he knew his angles on the pictures.
Oh.
Did he have a filter?
He definitely had a filter.
Not the dog.
It was definitely. I don't even think we had filters back then. I think it was just like the what's the Photoshop.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know niggas Photoshop. Like, who does that?
Ain't no need.
But he came there. I'm like, all right, he got glasses on. I mean, I can't talk to nobody. I got glasses, but I know his pictures had glasses. So I was like, all right, you know, maybe this is his nighttime glassware, whatever. You try to make it look studious, whatever the fuck. And then it was just like the conversations we had on it was different from the conversation we was having at the table. And then when he was like trying to go in for like a kiss, I was like, all right, I guess you would my cheek, right? But then he would like go to my cheek, and then he would like look back at me and be like trying to stare into my soul. Like it was weird. He was like, and he like it was like Zoolander with that fucking look.
But did he look like his pictures or
Not at all.
I don't think it was him. I don't think it was him.
It might not been him.
It was because he would like show me like when we was talking about something. He's like, yeah, remember when we talked about this? And he's like, can you elaborate? Like the conversation was okay, but it was just like he was just weird. And then he dressed weird. And I don't care what nobody say. You know, you shouldn't judge a person how they look. That's exactly what we judge them off. When you're first meeting somebody. Just like sis said, she thought he was gonna be 5'8", motherfucker. They was eye to eye.
Wow.
Like it's something that you're expecting in your head when you see somebody, and what was been presented to you. So you have this idea of what you think someone looks like, and then when you see them in person, you're like,
yeah. That's why I ain't never do them dating apps. I feel like maybe one day I might have to. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if I could do the dating apps.
So I got a flip around there. I felt like there was a time where I wasn't what somebody expected. And I say that, and not so much as looks, but in personality. So,
oh, she was the bitch.
I was the bitch.
Nice and prissy and innocent.
Yeah, I felt like that's
that
what I
little
thought.
shot, nigga. Let's go, man. Don't be no bitch.
Right.
I'm from Philly.
Like,
West
who
Philly.
is this?
Born and raised.
Who
Nigga,
is
fuck
this?
out of here.
Who raised these niggas? Who is these niggas?
Soft, little soft joint. Man up, man.
Don't fucking say John. You sound fucking ridiculous.
Oh, don't use John the wrong way.
Always.
Don't even try.
Always say John the wrong way.
It's too.
Before I draw.
Whoa!
Edit that out.
Oh god, that made me hot. Wait. So, no, but I'm saying like he took me to this really fancy restaurant here in DC or whatever, and one of those ones you got a valet to even get parking near the joint, right? So I'm like, all right, you pay for my valet, all that. Walked in, and nice dinner date. So I was like, you know, as a girl, you feel like you're obligated, like, you know, how much do I food? I can, you know, give you my money for my. He's like, nah, I got it. I was like, in my head, I'm like, I could probably take my mom here, Mother's Day, whatever. I was like, hey, if you don't mind me asking, how much was the check, right?
Yeah.
He was like, don't worry about it. I was like, no, like, I'm thinking I'm playful.
He was like, nah, bull, young bull.
No, I was like,
I'm sorry.
see how he does so much?
Come on.
All right, I'll stop. Stop.
But I'm like, no, for real. So I'm like playing. I'm thinking I'm having a playful banter, you know, trying to act like I'm grabbing the check or whatever. Yeah. So he paid for it. The joint came back with the receipt or whatever. So he was in the bathroom. I looked at it. It was like $145
total for the bill.
For the bill,
including gratuity.
No, that's
y'all
before
judge them by how they took.
I do.
Oh, that's.
Let me get back to that.
Yeah, we'll get
back.
He came back, right? And I'm like, all right. I was like, yo, 145 wasn't bad. I was like, I'm definitely thinking about, you know, coming back here. He was like, why did you do that? I was like, do what? He was like, I told you I had it. Why did you look at it? And I was just like, because I was trying to think about you. After that, he like shut down and he ain't talked to me no more. He was like, are you having a good night?
I did the same thing.
He's like,
because I feel like now you trying to clock my pockets like I ain't had it.
But that's not what she was doing.
You didn't communicate that was what you weren't doing.
No, however, she did it wrong. What you were supposed to do was just
shut up and I
no.
Right.
You were supposed to look at the menu and probably try to calculate what it was going to be.
It was one of those spots where
it then had a price on there.
Like my man started
That's
off.
surprising.
He started off. You know, most people don't always get appetizers, but he started off. He got like crab cakes as an appetizer. And we had like two drinks each. I had like salmon. He had like lamb chop. Like it was already. I knew it was already gonna be up there, but I'm like, yo, this place is so. To this day, I can't remember what the place was. And I was, damn, I could have took my mom here or
somebody,
you know, like for a nice Mother's Day thing, and I I was just like, yo, I was trying to see how it was. Because at that time, I wasn't where I am now financially.
Right, but you saw the potential for the spot.
Yeah.
But this might be,
right. And then when she saw the price, she really was in for it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, nigga. You know, we from Philly, we like, oh, this man got a beard, he tall, got a little swag. I was like, okay, he handled his check with grease, with ease.
Yeah.
Thinking this shit gonna be sweet. And yeah, after that, he was just I think he wanted me to be like timid and not worry about shit and all that. And I understood. Yeah. But I was just like, damn, you not even want to talk to me. Nigga just blocked me. He was like, nah. I feel like, I don't know if he thought I was like a money,
like he was after,
like a gold digger.
Yeah.
I mean, I see how that could be perceived that way.
Right. I can see it now looking back. I'm like, but in my head, I'm like, bro, you can just talk, communicate why you felt some type of way.
Unless that was one of his personal spots. Like, you know how you ever take somebody somewhere where it's like one of your spots and you don't really kind of want to share. It could have been one of those things where like, if he felt like you was looking at it that way, like, oh, you might want to take somebody here, and he was looking at the price, it could have been like that, or it could have been like a damn, she checking my, you know, my pockets or something. Right. But I wouldn't have stopped talking to somebody over that. That was kind of petty. Yeah, like that was definitely petty.
Yeah. So that was why. That's why I said that's one situation I feel like probably he may have felt like he expected a different type of woman to just be quiet and just be like, you know, just take it and just be, you know, I guess spoiled or whatever. I wasn't like, because it wasn't nothing about looks, because he enjoyed it. We was having a good vibe until the end.
And you fucked it up.
Hey, and it wasn't meant for me.
It wasn't.
It is what it is.
Now, what were y'all saying about the tipping thing?
Oh, yes. So you was asking a question.
Right.
So what was the question?
Do y'all judge a guy about how he, you know, based on how he tips?
Yes,
I do. I judge people on how they tip. It ain't even gotta be a guy. I judge people on how they tip.
I agree.
Because I'm like, maybe it's because I've been in that industry.
Oh yeah, I forgot you.
Yeah. Well, see, I have never been in the industry, but I'm aware. Like I'm aware of what wages are like. But even if it was a place to where, let's say the staff were making, let's say $15 an hour, but it was still plus tip. Right. I feel like you tip per service. Like it's one of those things where if you get good service, tip. But even if you don't, you still have to tip. And even like actually right now, what I do is I actually determine if I eat out or take home based upon if I want to tip. Yeah, like the last couple of times I'll say, you know what, I'm gonna order and take to go because I don't feel like tipping. Right. Like if I just feel like I just want to pay for my meal, because a tip these days is now the price of a meal. Yeah, like when you look at it, it's at least an appetizer or a nice little meal. So
don't let it be DoorDash or fucking
listen or anything. So what I'll do is I'll just be like, I'm gonna just take it home. And most of the time I don't tip the people that's taking my order. Like I see it on, I see it on there, but I feel like if you ain't take my order and confirm it was exactly what I ordered and all of that, then nah, I'm gonna just take it and go home.
I even then I still tip. I give them like $2 or $3.
It depends on the establishment.
Yeah. I feel like that's just.
But I do judge a person on base. Like if you one of people where you be like, oh, I'm only giving $10. No, there's nothing unless we order 2 $5 orders. There's nothing you can do for that.
I'm an over tipper though.
Well,
now you have to give me like basic ass service for me to sit there and try to calculate 18%. Usually I just overtake.
Oh, I be calculating.
I don't.
You know why I calculate? Because I'll put a number in my head what I think they worth, and I want to make sure. No, because I'll be like, no, listen, it'll be like this. Say I be like, I would get them $20, but let me calculate. Is $20 below 18 or is it above? Right. And if it's like, okay, like I mean I'm pretty good at math, but I say let me see what it's like. Oh, okay, yeah. So go ahead, round it up and give them the 20. Like if it say it was gonna be 17, they get the 20. Yeah. So I do the calculation just to make sure I'm not under tipping.
I will say this though, if the service is bad, I under tip.
You have to. No, you should. You should.
Like, but I feel like I've never not tipped someone. Right. I've never not tipped someone if I'm like eating in. That's what like that. If I'm eating in and their service is horrible, I don't care if that shit is $145. I'll give you $5. And I'm not that person to write a note. Why?
So I was about to make a statement about that. I had an ex that used to work in the industry, and what she would do is she would say, "Let's leave a tip, but I'm going to leave a note to say why you kind of got this tip and what you should have did." Like kind of like one of those things where you could have got a better tip. All you had to do was this. Like all you had to do is check on this.
Only reason why I don't do that is because I used to be a server and I know some people that used to change some people's numbers on their tips.
Because you mean like you would?
So if they put 5,
you would add like
they would add a 1. It'll be 15.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they're like, oh, this bitch made me run back for all these dresses and all these drinks changes. Sent her food back twice and she only took me $5. And what some people don't understand, that it's a difference between me being a waiter and the kitchen messing up your food.
That is
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That
I
is
can't help
true.
that your food came out more rare or more well done.
Right.
All thing I can do is say, I'm gonna have my manager come out, talk to you while we get another steak going for you. If it come out wrong again, that's not
Right, because you didn't cook it.
I didn't cook it. I'm literally just the server. You know. But some people put that on the waiter and they judge, take that from them. So they would get mad and they be like, all right, they left me $5 on 95. All right, this shit about to be 110.
Damn, that shit just threw me for a loop.
I've seen people do that.
So if I leave cash, I always put that 0 with a line through. That way they can't add nothing.
But some people can still
finesse.
Can still especially if you just do like a small 0 and then they'll put 20 because some people write their zeros like that.
Right. Now, have you ever been left a note as a waitress?
A note as far as
has somebody ever left you a note?
I've seen out of good.
Okay,
like I've had people leave me like African candy. I've had people leave me like they're like
what do with that?
I mean, it's just the thought of it. It's the thought of it.
Well, where she gonna get African candy from? Not America.
They gonna pay my bills.
But then I knew what you know what I'm saying. Like
I get it. Okay.
Especially around the holidays time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying specifically, but Caucasians are they just give.
Right.
They come in there, they give you what's those with the chocolates that start with a G?
Good eye.
I do not know how to say that word.
What's the one that start with the G?
I just know because I can't say.
Yeah, we did.
We got leave those square candies.
Yeah,
you know, like that's the new peppermints. You know what I'm saying? They'll leave it in there with a tip or Merry Christmas, shit like that.
But have you ever had like a low tip with like a bad note or like a one? No, okay.
I've had a low tip before. That's when.
Well, I think that happens because I think sometimes some people want to go out but just can't afford.
Yeah,
I do understand that. Like
no, but that's when Maryland. You were obviously you weren't here at that time. Yeah. Maryland was allowing EBT to be used in restaurants.
Oh wow!
So there were people who would come to Longhorn, get fucking ribeye steaks, outlaw ribeyes, fucking porterhouses. But when they wanted to add a $30 tip. The EBT won't allow it to run the ad
because tip is not. Yeah, that's cash. Yeah,
they won't allow that, so it would decline when adding the tip, and they already gone. I'm already on my 5th or 6th table by then.
Damn,
that's fucked up.
And I've had stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, I wish I could check it out.
I'm about to say by then I'd be like, if you are using EBT, please leave cash for tip.
Yeah. Right. That's the time that it took me to recognize what the card looked like. Yeah. I'm used to the Green Access, John.
Oh, it don't look like that here.
Yeah,
that's all I see.
But you see what I'm saying?
When you said that, all I seen was the green.
The Green Access card, but it's different here. It's like at the time it was like yellow with a crab on it.
Yeah, it looked like a regular credit card.
It do. It had the chip and shit. I was like, oh, this is new. I should just look like a fucking
damn. Maryland's let EBT at the restaurant.
So,
yeah, they stopped though.
I got a story since we're on tipping and services and money and stuff. A young lady went off on our Instagram or stories or what's it called, TikTok or whatever, and she's saying that
that's like 3 different platforms right there.
Yeah, it was all the same shit. But
no, it's not.
She, in her opinion,
her social media.
Yeah, her social media. In her opinion, if she's involved with a guy sexually and she gets nothing out of it, she thinks she should charge him for wasting her time. Now, just hear her out. See if this makes sense.
So I was talking to my sister, and she just felt as if I was just being so funny, but I was so serious. And I said that if we having sex and it's mutual, I want to do you, you want to do me, we doing each other, right? And we doing it, and then you come, but you don't do nothing to try to satisfy me. You just did you, right? I felt as if you should pay me for wasting my time. You need to pay me because guess what? You didn't even care enough to make sure I came. I feel as if I need to be paid for my time. You need to pay me because you just wasted my time. I could have been doing something else productive with myself. I could have played with myself if I really wanted to come. I could have not caught an unnecessary body. You get what I'm saying? Like, what? It's not making sense to me because y'all don't care. Y'all men out there, y'all don't care. Long as you get you, right? Long as you get you don't care about nobody else. That's selfish, and you should pay her for wasting her damn time. And I said what I said. If it's you, then I'm talking to you. Period.
So I don't know who that nigga is.
Right. She's been disappointed too many times.
Yeah,
that's what it's giving me. Me personally, I feel like before everybody start, you both went into this mutually with the same expectations. Can't help that your expectations weren't met.
I mean, he could help it. Yes.
He could have what?
He could have definitely made sure she
got hurt.
But my thing, yes and no. If he, and I feel like some people just don't mesh well sexually. That's
true.
the risk you take of going into bed with somebody. You can sexually not be compatible. So you went into that. Does that mean that person was
gotta
horrible?
be compatible with you.
When I say compatible, like some people are better sex partners than others. Some people do it for you, and then some is like, yo, this is my best. You over her, yo, this is one of my best sexual experiences with this person, and this one, oh, she's a close second or he's a close third. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then there's some that are just, all right, we had sex. It was what it was. We got what it, you know what I'm saying? Everyone goes into that situation expecting that y'all both would be satisfied. Or you want to be like, yo, fuck that nigga because he ain't do this to the third?
But I do think niggas are trifling where they won't even try once they get theirs.
There are some. But you know what though? I feel like and this is just based upon posts and memes I read or statuses, I feel like a lot of niggas these days kind of be saying that they want to make sure she get hers before.
Yeah, that's the way I grew up.
But, and also, just me being sexually fluid, I feel like there's always alternatives. Like, if a guy wants to make sure that, or whoever, a guy or girl wants to make sure that you know, are pleased sexually, you can definitely make sure a person is completely finished. Like, it don't just like you, because a lot of people are not going to be sexually, you know, compatible, but there are alternatives that, like, it's one of those things where if I'm having sex with someone new and they don't know my body, but if I know my body, it could be things I might can add to the sex experience,
like to the left,
like
to the right.
Right, or you just might add a tool or something just to, you know, to
she
make
go reaching for that drawer. Like,
right, let me add something.
I know that.
But I'm just saying, like,
she's not brushing her teeth.
I'm trying to figure out.
Willis. She not brushing her teeth.
It's the same noise.
But Mr. Willis, I mean, if you got one of them toothbrushes,
First of all, it's Mr. Willis from
because that was the Mr. Willis one right there. But at the end of the day, people can definitely get there. So they like. I don't know. I mean, I see how you can be left without one, but I ain't never finna be left without mines at the end of the day. But am I gonna bill a nigga? Nah. I'm not about to bill nobody.
That's why I feel like that's the part where it's a little strange.
Yeah.
It's the game.
I don't think that's prostitution though.
I know, I was joking.
No. That's a little bit of prostitution. That's a thin line of prostitution. Because she's saying, if we have sex, but you wasted my time because I didn't get paid. Yeah, that's like I need to
still gave you sex, so you still need to pay me.
You just reminded me of my worst date. But go ahead.
We here now. I mean, I'm here for it.
You had to pay for it?
No. Okay. Nigga.
But that's what exactly.
Thank you. I'm so glad I got back.
Was the segue not what it was?
It was not. It was not clearly.
Before, when I wasn't a young baller.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? way back in the day. Yeah. This is actually Bowie State days.
Okay.
So I was dating this young lady.
This was 20 years ago.
Damn.
And she shut the fuck up. Anyway.
Sorry. Go ahead, Willis.
He was like class of 2000.
Shorty lived far as fuck, right?
Okay.
So say like I actually was living in Bowie at the time. She lived in like Arlington somewhere, right? Far as fuck. And she wanted me to come over her house. And I was just like, look, I ain't got the money right now. I just paid my tuition. Because I was paying my tuition every month at Bowie State.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't really want that much student loan
When you
debt.
graduated from there?
Anyway, so.
But I like how you said you ain't want that much student loan debt. Clap it up for that.
You know what I'm saying? Got zero student loan debt now.
That's when tuition was cheap.
Was it ever?
Right, she tried it.
What year did you go to school?
1990.
She lying like shit.
I know.
I keep pushing the years back. That's how she know I'm like, goddamn,
sorry. Go ahead, Willis.
That's why you owe like $1990 million, niggas.
$1990 million.
Yep,
Really? Did that make sense?
Anyway,
so the girl lived far.
Far as fuck. I was dating her for like maybe 3 weeks. Okay, cool. And then, you know, when we did the dates, I paid for everything. Gentlemen, shit. Cool. I communicated with this girl. I was like, yo, if I come out here, I really don't want to spend no money. I just paid my tuition. I ain't got it. Told her straight out. She was like, nah, you can come over. I'll cook. Cool. Go over there. Maybe there for like 30, 40 minutes. She was just like, yo, can you give me $100? I said, yo, I just told you I ain't got it like that. She said, man, her words exactly. Nigga, stop faking. Because if I told you I wanted to go to the movies, you would have took me to the movies. And if I told you I wanted something to eat, you would have took me to eat. And that was like $100 there. So you need to give me this $100. I said, bitch, you got me fucked up.
Proper answer. That is the proper reply.
And I walked the fuck out the house and never talked to her again.
Okay.
But Yeah, that triggered me.
I heard.
I see the right. He was triggered.
Mad.
You know, you don't be saying bitch.
But my question is, did she have a point? No. Because first of all, number one, you could have put all that on a credit card if you would have took her out. That's number one. You asked her for $100 cash. Not if I just told you. No.
And Cash App wasn't out then.
She might have been.
No, Cash App. All jokes aside, Cash App wasn't out then.
It was, but that's still cash though.
I know.
Regardless of how I pay it, it's still cash. Like I'm trying to figure out where was she always like that? Was this something new?
No, that was the first time.
I feel like one of her friends was in her ear.
So that's why I gotta go. I'm segueing off the other question. How comfortable do you have to be to ask somebody for money when you're dating them? How comfortable do you feel like you need to be, or how much time needs to pass? I feel like it's more so comfortable.
Don't ask me for money. Just trick me.
Trick you?
Just trick you?
Like what?
Like as in
put you in a corner?
As in we fucking and I'm asking for money?
No, just
like
hit me with the classes book. All right, I don't got enough for my phone bill. All right, here you go.
Oh, that kind of trick. Okay, because tricking me two things. I thought you meant like
I trick you. Be on the corner, trick them out.
Well, I thought. Well, that's why I thought when you said trick you, I thought you meant right. You just want to be tricking. But
oh no, that's my next life. I want to be a sugar daddy.
You said you want to be a sugar daddy?
So bad, but
really?
So fucking bad.
Willis,
if
baby,
don't work out.
Oh, you married?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Now.
Oh, all right. Well, if it don't work out, see if I'm still available. Edit that. Cause I need it. Because I need it.
Only Mo gonna want sneakers.
No, I just want.
She just trying to get me for my
I'ma buy the sneakers.
I
just need the bills paid, so I did.
How she kept upstairs talking about you wear size 14?
I said, Mr. Willis, what you doing with a size 14? Anyway, revert back.
Alright.
So how long how long or how comfortable you have to be to ask money from somebody that you're dating? Let's say just dating, courting, dating, whatever your definition of that period before you get in a relationship, or even when you get in a relationship. How comfortable or how long you think it'll take for you to ask them for money?
I never asked women for money, so
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because what's crazy is that I have a problem with asking people for money, and that's probably because my father and my mother's in my life, so I'm just ask them.
That's how I feel too.
No, I'm gonna just ask them. But in the reverse though, like several guys have asked me for money.
What?
Girl. Like,
red flag.
And it's and I know that for sure because I've been there and I've done that. Matter of fact, back when I told you I had let the guy move in with me. Now, granted, I didn't have to give him money, but it was certain ways where I had to support him because if I ain't pay my rent, we both was getting evicted, right? Right. So like I'm gonna say in this last year or so, like me being single, I've like dated, a little, not really even dated, but like going out and talk with people for a little bit. And I've had one nigga ask me, pretty much to pay his car insurance, and he paid me back. Mind you, this was like a week before my birthday. Now, first of all, you drive a better car than I do. My car paid off. And he wear better shit than I do, and I'm just saying like name brand shit. You need to sell a pair of them Alexander McQueen's, my man, because why you asking me for insurance money?
So look, that went over my head. What the fuck is Alexander McQueen?
Oh, it's just some Stan Smith expensive ass sneaker. But just know
what I'm just saying.
Yeah, but like he
that
wears,
tells you I'm in a whole different.
Well, he put it this way: he drives an Audi, I drive a Nissan. My insurance ain't yours, so you get what I'm saying? Like you got an Audi, I can't. Not that I can't afford one, but that's not where my budget is.
Right.
So it's like I've had guys, ask. I've even had guys that I haven't even slept with ask me for money. Like, and I don't know
why y'all niggas so comfortable asking me.
And that be my thing. Now don't get me wrong, and I'm probably a person that present themselves that I must have money because I'm always working. I don't have no kids. I do have bills, but somewhere down the line, people must think that I got money to lend out.
Sneakers.
Yeah.
It could be the sneakers because I sell shit, but at the end of the day, I still got bills. Like I don't.
I still got life from my.
And
own
I also don't go to work to pay Mr. Willis bills. Like what? I'm just.
You never saying this Mr. Willis shit.
I do, but I'm just saying. But I
4
tell
years
you,
apart.
I don't go to work to pay somebody else's bills. Like it's crazy because there's a few times where I wish I've had somebody to actually ask for a couple dollars, but it's like. I can't ask nobody for money because y'all niggas asking me for money. Like, but I think though, if I was to ask a guy for money, I feel like us dating maybe like 5 months in, and I'm talking us being probably
like
exclusive.
getting close.
Yeah, like getting exclusive. Like it's like one of those things where me and you we're exclusive, and something came up. Hey, could I lend? Could you borrow? Because I'm not gonna I feel like I'm not gonna ask for money. I'm probably just gonna ask you to buy me something. I don't think I'm gonna ask for the money because my bill should be
It
paid.
depends on how much it is.
And then I hate that bar.
I feel like a lot of times when somebody say borrow, I'm like either this is just a gift, or it ain't a loan because I ain't gonna see that back. But
and also I won't give money to my broke friends. Like if I know my friends who like making getting in, they just in some fucked up situation, I know they gonna give it back.
Yeah.
So we good.
I got a couple friends that might be like, hey, can I loan this till Friday? I know when Friday come, like I ain't gotta send a reminder. Yeah. Like I know what they do,
but I also got friends that owe me money for like the past 2-3 years and just think like they forgot. I was like, but if it's like that, don't ever ask me again.
Right.
Well, you know what I've learned to do? If I have a good friend that asks me for money, I'll skip a couple birthdays because those was your birthday gifts. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, but I also look at it this. Actually, my grandfather told me this. Never give money that you need.
Yeah, I've learned that too.
Yeah.
No, that's real shit.
That's real shit.
Or if you can't afford to loan it out, right? If you can't afford to loan it out, then don't do it. Right.
Yeah.
If you need that for a bill,
if you want to miss that money, don't give it out.
But Willis, what do you think is like a good a good time frame for a woman to really like ask you money if y'all dating?
Like, what are we asking for though?
Let's say
now, like if you're in your 20s, the little hair, makeup shit, the nails and shit, whatever, cool.
Yeah, we'll say
if you're in your 30s, still asking like, oh, like I don't know.
Well, for hair money, then
I think there's like levels to it.
Honestly, I think in my opinion, I feel like it depends on what stage you are in this talking stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you saying 5 months? Me, I'm on the opposite. I'm not even talking about the time. For me, for a man to ask me for money, I need to know: are we exclusive? How long we've been fucking? Like, have you even mentioned relationship? Are we in? You know what I'm saying? Because at any point, I mean, of course, we feel like we're a little bit more solid when in a relationship versus we're just exclusive. Because anytime you be like, nah, I don't want to get in a relationship, and you go backwards, right? Yeah. But at least you feel a little bit more secure when you're in the relationship with a person. I would need to know, me personally, how far we are maturity wise. I gotta see your lifestyle, because if I'm seeing like the person you're talking about before, if he got all this lavish shit, that means you misused your funds, right? Your priorities is off. Your priorities fucked up. Yeah. But if it's somebody that I know that works overtime, he works here and there, and something came up like a flat tire, and he just in a bad spot. All right, $90 till Friday till you can get it plugged in your tire, get a new tire. I got you on that. But I didn't know where we at, because I'm not taking care of no nigga that ain't mine. True. That's where that's for me.
No, I get that though.
That's for me.
Because I'm not plugging your tire for you to go see a bitch on Friday. That's how my mind do work too.
That's where I'm at for that. It's not about time for me. It's about.
I never thought about it like that.
For me,
I ain't about to like, I'm not paying your book. I'm gonna go pay your phone bill because you text another nigga. That's some jealous ass shit. Like,
no, it ain't even jealous. It's just kind of like some people mindset are messed up. If you don't feel secure in your situation, your brain can go that way. Your brain can go that way.
You better call your insurance.
I mean, true.
That's what I'm saying. For me, it's not so much about a time thing. It's about where we at with us type of thing. Outside of my close, I got close male friends, but even still, I that's one of those. I don't think I asked more than $100 from anybody. All right,
I gotta fight me at the check at the bar. I gotta fight her. I got money. So yo, relax, bro.
I don't know. Maybe it's because of my own background situation with my own family stuff, or how like money has not been the best topic of discussion with money in my family. Where I'm like, I don't want to owe no man. Nobody, and when I say no man, I mean no man, no woman, no anybody, dog, no nothing.
Yeah, that's how why your mom.
I don't want to owe nobody.
But with our situation, we're at the bar like every other week. So every week, so I'm just like, oh, you get the next one. This is why we're drunk with friends. And literally, next week she'll get the next one. It's not like...
Right, I do get that. But you know what's crazy? That just made me think of a situation. I was in a relationship, and we had been together for, I don't know, maybe 2-3 years at the time, and not have I ever asked him for money or anything, because I didn't. And it was one of those times where I think I had paid like all my bills and everything, and I actually had asked him to buy me something, like it had to do with my lunch. Matter of fact, I was like, yo, can you give me some cereal and milk, because I used to take that to work with me when I was working. Like I leave it at my office, and I was like, yo, can you go get me some cereal and milk? I want to take it to work with me. You want to know what he replied? And we was in a relationship, like talking like kids and getting married.
Right.
Y'all want to know what he said?
What?
When the next time you get paid?
Oh no.
For not some cereal milk.
Man, what?
Man, if I ain't know that was the and I only saw that after.
I would have been dickhead and bought you like the big Costco size shit.
Right.
Here you go. You go for the
what
month.
I asked him was what, maybe $5 at the time, because this was back in 2000 and had to be $9.
When a gallon of milk was less than $5,
and I probably didn't even want a gallon, so this probably was $5 to $7 for both at the time. So it was just like. Now at the time I didn't see it as a selfish thing, like I wasn't seeing that, but then when I looked at it after we weren't together, I was like, damn, this nigga really was selfish. Like it wasn't even me asking for money, but it was like the small shit. It was just like, yo, all my bills is paid. Do I got $5? Yeah, I got $5, but can you just buy it for me? Like it was something small. Like now, has he bought me shit for Christmas and gifts like that? Yeah, he has, but I really just wanted him to buy that shit.
It's the little things.
It was.
It's the little things.
It was.
It's
and thank God we're not together today. Yeah. But it's just like, it was one of those things where it's like, damn, I would have never thought that would have been the reaction.
But that's also goes into what I was talking about earlier. Trick me. Be like, babe, I'm hungry. And you ain't got it. Oh, all right. I'll cash up you $30.
See?
Like...
And that's more money than you need for some fucking cereal.
Yeah, but I'm not about to cash you $5.35.
But I was even willing for him to go to the store and get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, use whatever form of payment you need to. But
right.
Yeah. Wow, I don't understand that. But I really honestly think that, like I said, I think it's about where you're at in your journey with this person.
Mm-hmm. True.
Because people will finesse you to a certain point where you don't realize the red flags because it's so consistent. Like the situation we heard started off bad. The height, and then the car, and then the not paying the check, and then the not paying the check of the drinks at the bar, and then finessing yourself into my house, and then finessing yourself into my bed.
We call this episode Finesse.
I like
Finesse
that.
Mr. Willis, yeah.
Finesse Mr. Willis.
Yeah.
First of all.
No, but that's a good clickbait.
Yeah, so definitely think that it's different maturity levels to that.
Facts.
I just want to know, should that end what's going on with that relationship because you tell the person no? My dog is really going through it upstairs. I don't know what the hell is going on, but go ahead.
Should it end a relationship? So you trying to say if you ask a guy for money and he say no, should he end it?
No. Do you think you should end it because they said no, or do you just realize, hey, this is where this guy is at right now?
I think I should have ended it when he told me no about that cereal milk.
Yeah, cereal milk.
I think that should have ended it for me. Yeah. But I think I just want to put this out there. Can we stop asking people for money?
Exactly.
Can that be a thing? Like, why are we not grown enough to do better or just go out there and work like every other adult?
That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like, is that a 20s thing? So I feel like if I was dating in my 30s and 40s and you still asking me for money, I'm like, yo, what you been doing this past 20 years where you still can't pay your cell phone bill?
Well, I mean, I was 36 and he 43 and his car insurance paid. So no, it ain't. It's just I think it's the people without their priority straight, and that's what kind of threw me because he was older, and I figured. And to me, my mentality is that you think males have egos, right? Like you figure by a certain age, men would have a certain ego to where they wouldn't want to ask women for money. But when I realized, I said, damn, even in y'all 40s, y'all still okay with asking women for money? Like that's okay.
Hobos, sexuals.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
y'all gotta stop faking. This whole fake it till you make it. That's for your 20s, not your 40s or 30s. Like,
I think that's
either you made it, you didn't.
My thing is, as a man, do you really feel like a man depending on somebody that you just met 5-6 months ago?
Well, that goes to a different psychology because a lot of men, and it's weird to say, but follow me, they expect these women to take care of them like their mothers.
Yeah.
That's deep. But then you should have talked to your mother about that money you needed.
Or talk to your therapist about the mommy issues.
Oh, yeah.
Levels to the shit, man. Yeah. But you know, men like that, they don't feel like they need help.
True.
Well, they're scared to get help or don't know how to express getting help.
Right.
Because a lot of times those same mothers put you in there, oh, yeah, little man. Oh, he the man in the house. He 3. Just because his daddy left your ass.
Right.
Not a little man. I cannot.
You dressing this nigga like a grown man 3. Fucking school pictures. So it's levels to the shit.
It is.
And trauma.
And trauma. So
I feel like the more we learn and understand our background, but I mean, I'm sorry. I've said it a couple times on this podcast. I'm not in the business of healing broke men. I am not in that business. I'm not in the business of raising men. Not in that business either. So I'm not saying that you have to come to me, you know, of course you have to come to me correct, but not saying you have to come to me all together, because nobody's really all together, right? Everyone's on a journey to be better. But if you're not even on a journey and you're stuck at, you know, location 1, then we not on the same wavelength. We're not
compatible.
We're not compatible.
Y'all can be the same age all you want. Don't mean you're in the same place in life.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
That ain't the truest thing you said all day, bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Because I felt like 20s me was a dickhead. I give you that. But it's probably around 30 I decided to get my shit together.
And what about when you turn 40?
Man,
you 40?
No. That's what she said.
What the fuck? What?
She be coming for me.
That's what I'm like. Oh.
Anyway. First of all.
Sorry, Mr. Willis.
Thank you, Mom.
I'm going to stop saying Mr. Because that's fucking it up.
It's a funny thing. I get it. Thank you for joining us in this podcast.
Thank you for having me, y'all.
Where can our listeners find you?
Y'all can find me at Instagram at @MoToThe. I don't use Facebook, but if you want to go on Facebook, I'm on there as Monique Gross. You can look up the Lesbian and the Straight Girlfriend podcast. It is not active, but if you want some background story on me, and where I come from a little bit, you can look that up. We do have an Instagram along with our podcast on every platform out there.
Make sure I plug it.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, are we gonna ever find out who's the lesbian, who's the straight one?
I'm gonna tell y'all, but you gotta listen to that podcast.
I'm gonna listen tonight.
Everybody always be in my DM like, well, who's who? You can listen to episode 1 and it'll tell you. Episode 1 is probably the best episode out there, but I say listen to it, find out. I'll tell y'all afterwards.
Gotcha.
But thank y'all for having me. I'm not drunk enough, but I guess I gotta
take more
say
shots.
okay.
Well, that's why I like the alcohol choice that we are, because it doesn't have you too messed up.
Oh, but I'm nice.
Yeah, but that's what I'm about to say. But it'll have you nice. I'm not saying what it is. Oh, that was yours. Sorry, my bad.
Oh yeah, you good.
That way, you know, nobody's really, because we drink responsibly out here.
Absolutely.
Unless it's our anniversary, then we're just drinking disrespectfully.
Yeah, pretty much.
Always drink disrespectfully. Guys, you can always find us on our Instagram, obviously Facebook, Drunk with Friends with a Z. Stream us on all streaming platforms, including Pandora. Of course, watch us on YouTube, rate, like, and subscribe. Alexa, Castbox, what about to say? Pandora, Apple, Podbean, Spotify, Google us, okay? Google us, please.
Google Podcasts. We're everywhere.
Google us, Google Podcasts. Make sure that you also tune in. If you ever want to be a guest, hit us in our DMs. I'll respond within 48 hours. And I guess the moral of the show, don't be giving out money.
Don't get finesse.
Don't get finesse.
Hey.
And can I come back? Can I come back?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming back. This is part 1. I got another one for you.
Yeah, she'll be back next year because she's so busy. Booked and busy. We're trying to get her on the show for 3 months.
All right, cheers, Drunk with Friends.
Cheers, guys.
We'll see you guys next week.